Hello everyone, so welcome to Physics Fun. So for today, we will be dealing with physical quantities, measurements, scientific notation, significant figures, and also conversion of units. So to begin with, let's consider our objectives. So we will be defining what is a physical quantity, differentiating accuracy from precision, based on the definition of measurements, and also identifying the significant figures using the rules. And lastly, we will be solving measurement problems involving conversion of units, expression of measurements in scientific notation. So let's start. So what is a physical quantity? A physical quantity is something that can be measured. For example, a table, if you want to measure the length and the width, so there, this is considered as physical quantity. And also, it has a name, a physical dimension. For example, if we combine distance and time, these are the dimensions that we can associated with speed. And also, a unit of measurement. For example, length for meter, time for second, speed for meter per second. Also, it can be manipulated mathematically and it can be assigned a numerical or other value. For example, if we want to convert a unit to a unit or unit to SI prefixes and so on. Also, a physical quantity can be classified into two. First is fundamental quantity. So what is a fundamental quantity? It is measured by direct method, for example, measuring devices like tape measure, ruler, and so on, and have a single unit. And it cannot be resolved into other quantities since this is a basic quantity. So for example, length, time, and also temperature, and so on. So these are fundamental quantities. How about derived quantities? What is derived quantities? These are formulated based from the fundamental quantities, or in other words, this is a combination of two or more fundamental quantities. For example, let's have here area of a rectangle. So you need to get first the fundamental quantity, which is the length and the width, so that we can have the derived quantity of the area of a rectangle. So, a physical quantity can be classified either a scalar or a vector quantity. So, what is the difference between these two? If we say scalar quantity, it's just a magnitude, a number or a value and a unit. For example, 10 kilometers. But if we say vector quantity, a vector quantity is both combination of both a magnitude and a direction. For example, 10 kilometers north of west or 10 kilometers east. So there. So these are the classifications of physical quantities. So let's move on to our next topic about measurements. So what is a measurement? Measurement is comparing a thing with a standard to see how many times as big it is. So this is standard is our measuring devices that we use like ruler or tape measure or weighing balance to measure the length, the width, to measure the weight, mass, and so on. Also, is a process that uses a well-defined and agreed upon referent to describe a standard unit. For example, length for meters and so on. Also, measurement in chemistry enables us to understand many properties of matter. That is why it must be accurate and precise. I think this one, na-discuss ito in your chemistry 1, the difference between accuracy and precision. So, what is an accuracy? Accuracy is, for example, a measured value must be agreed upon to the true value. And how about precision? Precision naman, all the data gathered or all the measured value must have a small difference between them. For us to further understand the difference between this accuracy and precision, I have here an illustration of a dartboard game. So let's start first with our first illustration. So accurate and precise. Why is it that accurate and precise? Since we know the center is the true value, so all the measured value or all the data that was gathered here are at the center, and the center is the true value. So it is considered as accurate. How about precise? Why is it that precise? Because all the data, the four data or the measured data that was gathered have a small difference between them. So it is considered as precise. Next, not accurate but precise. Not accurate, why? Because all the four data that was gathered have is far from the center, which is the true value. And precise, why? Because the four values have small difference between them. Next, third illustration, accurate but not precise. Accurate, obviously, some of the value or the data that was gathered have a small difference or near at the center, which is the true value, but not precise. Obviously, all the data that was gathered have big difference. They are far from each other. So it is considered as not precise. And lastly, not accurate and not precise. Why is it that not accurate? Obviously, they are far. The data that we gathered are far from the center, which is the true value. And not precise because all the data, the four data that was gathered have big difference or they are far from each other. So there. So let's have the system of measurements. First is the English system. So dalawa lang i-represent kong system natin. So let's have the English system first. So English system is known as the British gravitational system. Also, this is the standard units are based on body parts. So let's have letter A. So inch. So inch is the end joint of a thumb. So approximately this is 1 inch. Next, foot. Length of the foot. So approximately it's 30.48 centimeters. Next is yard. So distance from the tip of the nose to the end of the middle finger. So if we spread the one arm until our nose, until the middle finger, this is 1 yard. Approximately this is 3 feet or 0.9144 meters. Another, it's cubit. Cubit is the distance from the end of the elbow to the fingertips. Approximately, this is 18 inches or 46 centimeters. So, elbow until the tip, fingertip, this is 1 cubit. Next would be fathom. Fathom is is a unit for the measuring of depth of water. So distance between the fingertips of two arms held straight together. So fingertip to fingertips. So approximately this is the 6 feet. So yeah. Next would be our metric system. So metric system or our SI unit. So established by French Academy in Sciences in 1791. So this is a decimal-based system, and also it is called as International System of Units or what we call the SI or System International Units. So this is our standard units. So ito yung gagamitin natin here in our Physics 1. So let's have first, length is for meters, mass is for kilogram, time is for second, thermodynamics temperature is for Kelvin, electric current, ampere, amount of substance, this was used in your chemistry 1, mole, luminosity, candela, and the charge would be coulombs. So there.